Hello girlfriends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. Today we are doing a single styler, so I'm interested and also nervous as to how this is going to work for my hair. This is not a single gel styler, by the way. So this is, I don't know if you've ever heard of this, the Color Wow brand. I was first introduced to this by, let's see for it to focus. I was first introduced to this by Mains by Mel, and then there was a few other influencers that I had seen talk about Color Wow. I'm pretty sure Mel did a video where she styled with just this as a single styler. This is the Dream Coat for curly hair. So let's get into the specs of this product while I section up my hair, because I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently than what I normally do. But like I said, let's get into the specs of this while I section my hair, and then we will begin applying this product. This is the Color Wow Dream Coat for curly hair. This weightless moisture spray is your one-step solution for perfectly bundled, frizz-free curls. The directions say that after shampooing and conditioning or wetting your hair, gently squeeze to remove excess moisture and spray on liberally to section by section to saturate, making sure to spray the underneath section thoroughly. Air dry or blow dry using a diffuser. Okay, I have my hair sectioned out now, and I'm going to apply this as the directions say, section by section. And if you know me, that's not something I usually do. Usually I just split my hair in two and apply the products to like two sections. And then from there, after I brush that through and disperse it, I will go through and brush style my hair in smaller sections. So this time I'm actually following the directions on that. I just feel like this is going, I got a hair here. Sorry, lost my train of focus. Just reading the instructions and reading the ingredients, I just feel like this is what this product is really going to need. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to start out though by spraying this into my palm just for you and myself to get an idea of what this product is like. Okay, it's really watery, which I'm not surprised. There's a slight milkiness to it, but not much. Another thing, if you know me, I do like to style on soaking wet hair usually. And this hair, I'm trying to decide. I think it's an okay. I might dab out just a little bit of the water. I'm using just the towel, the t-shirt towel that I had used earlier. This makes me nervous because this is not something, once again, I usually do. If I don't have soaking wet hair when I brush style, usually my curls are stringy. But we are just going to try to follow this. Like the direction said, I'm going to try to make sure this is as soaking wet pretty much as my hair would be had I just like left the water in, if that makes sense. This is the back section, so unfortunately it's not going to be as easy for you to see what it's like, but I didn't want to just style this section without you guys seeing like my first reactions to it. I'm just going to brush this, see if I feel like I need any more. Just disperse it some. Okay, I can feel a coating on my hair, and I think this feels like my, like it would feel if my hair was soaking wet with just natural water. So let's get into a brush styling this. You know what, I might want to put just a little bit more right at the very nape of my neck here. Okay, this is going to be hard for you guys to see at this point, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit, and then when I come back, when I slow the video down, I'll give you more commentary, I guess, on what my thoughts are and what my experience has been.
I can no longer drive through our city without acknowledging that's where you first kissed me. Can't stare out at the lake from a west side rooftop. Looking back at it now, I should've just jumped off. I knew these places would taint on me, yet they remain among my cherished spots. From when I learned how it felt not to breathe, simultaneously I was falling in love. I felt every ounce of nocturnal liberation, been now on every social tavern exploration.
Okay, so far I have 2 sections done. I have not added any water to my hair, although I did bring my spray bottle in case, because I've said before, my hair dries out really fast. So as I'm styling other sections, oftentimes I will have to re-wet a section before I go in with like my product and brush styling. But I have not added any water, and you know, my curls are okay. I'm not seeing anything revolutionary, anything super eye-catching like that. I am feeling just a slight bit attacked on my hands and on my hair as I'm scrunching it, but not much at all. Another thing that I noted is while I was spraying this in, this really doesn't have much of a scent. Like, I may be picking up a faint chemical scent to it, but really nothing fragranced or anything like that. And I'm really like trying to search for a scent when I do that. I guess at this point, I'm just going to continue sectioning, or I'm just going to continue brush styling my hair. I'll meet you back when I am fully finished with this, and we'll see what I have to say then. Okay, I have just finished up the brush styling, and I stayed true to what I had done in the first half of the brush styling, in that I did not go in with any more water. I just added product. So I used that not only as like my styler, but also my moisturizer to just help my curls clump. And I think it did pretty well with that. My curls, I feel like so far look pretty good. I do feel like I had to go in with quite a bit because I would spray each section down, and then as I divided it into my small little subsections that I brushed, sometimes I would go in with more of this just to, if it felt dry or anything like that. I do think I've gone through almost half of this already, maybe not quite, but pretty close to half of it. So for me, that's going through it pretty fast. That is the mini size. I don't think I said that already, but that is the mini size. It's 2.5 fluid ounces. I did get this on sale at Ulta. At this point, I don't remember what the price deal was. It might have been something like buy one, get one 50% off. So I'm not sure. It had to be a pretty good deal because I know Color Wow is pretty pricey in my opinion. So anyways, at this point, I am going to flip my head upside down, put on my wet plop, just let this soak into my hair without my hair being like pulling it down in its extended form because my hair is so long and heavy now. But I'm going to let it sit like that for probably about 10-15 minutes, and then I'm going to diffuse. I'll come back, I'll show you my results. I'm excited. I don't know what to expect. I mean, I'm hoping, I know I hope for, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're going to get it or not. So I'm excited. Okay, curl friends, I am back with my hair fully diffused and styled, and let's take a look at what these curls look like here. Show you both sides. I'm going to show you the back, and then we will get into my thoughts on this. So overall, I do like my hair. I do think my hair looks pretty good with this as a single styler, which is pretty impressive for a styler that is so lightweight. This is just like a watery like consistency. And the fact that it can give me this, it's pretty good. It's pretty wowing, dare I say. But I'm not sure how well this is going to hold up. I don't know how well it showed in the back when I was turned around. I did have some frizz develop back there. And I should tell you too that I did go in after I was finished drying. By the way, I should tell you my drying process was a little bit speeded up, not like excessively fast, but it was a little bit faster than what it would be if I would go in with some heavier stylers. All that to say though is when I was finished drying, I noticed I had a frizzy bit in the back, an area that was just much less defined. And it still kind of looks like that, but what I did do was I did something I usually do. I go in with a serum. So I went in with my Verb Ghost Oil, and that has helped tame some of the frizz down. I believe helped lay some of it down, clump it together. It still doesn't look as defined as like some of the areas in the front do. Like this looks really good. I just don't think I got enough of the product back here, and that's why it's doing that, but not the end of the world, especially for the first time learning how a product works. It is a little difficult to reach that sprayer back there and get it as evenly distributed as I may have wanted it, but I think with some practice I could make that work better for me. There were a couple ingredients that I did want to point out on here for you. Water is the first ingredient, and then the second ingredient is a VP, which is going to be a holding agent. There's also a copolymer pretty high up on the list. There's dimethicone in here. Glycerin is about halfway down the list, and they also have hydrolyzed keratin in here. So there's also some protein, which I personally love to see. Because this is such a lightweight formula, I feel like one of the reasons why they wanted you to make sure your hair wasn't sopping wet how I would normally prefer to style my hair. Maybe not sopping wet, that might be a bit excessive. But I think the reason why they wanted your hair to be more on the damp side than wet side is because this product is so lightweight that if you would go in with, if you had more water in your hair while going in with this product, it would just dilute the product, and therefore it wouldn't give you the definition and the hold that it has given me so far. I do think that this would be a good one to try pairing with like maybe like a lightweight gel or even like a mousse. I think that would be nice to play around with because my volume is, I don't really have a ton of volume, I will say that. I'm volume challenged anyway, so that's nothing new, but I don't have, it's not giving me any volume, I personally don't think, even if I flip my part to the other side. But it's lightweight, so it's not pulling my hair down either, if that makes sense. As I said before, I have good definition, especially in the front areas where I believe I got enough of the product, but in some of the areas where, like in the back, where I'm not sure that I got enough product, it is a bit frizzy. So there are some areas where it's not as well defined. And you know, live and learn as you practice with a styler. This is a first impressions, but with this being first impressions, that's bound to happen. You know, you're bound to make some mistakes here and there. I'm going to check back on day 2 just to see how this is holding up. So I will be back then to give you any final thoughts that I have. Okay, girlfriends, I am back with day 2 hair using the Color Wow Dream Coat as a single styler, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And let's take a closer look at my curls. So this is what it is looking like. And on this side, I feel like I still have good curl definition. Like there has been frizz that has developed, but I still feel like my curly areas still look curly, I guess. Like it's not a bad level of frizz. I do have like a little halo frizz kind of all throughout, but it's not bad. It's very manageable, especially for a lightweight single styler. This is pretty amazing on that part. I do feel like my curls have drooped just a little. I might be imagining that. What I actually think I need, I'm not attributing it too much to this product. It might be that it doesn't have as much hold as like I'm certain it doesn't have as much hold as some of my gels that I prefer. But what I'm attributing most of this droop to is the fact that I'm pretty sure I need a protein treatment. So I'll be doing that next wash. I'm actually in the process of filming a video where I'm comparing several protein treatments, but that will be in the future for you guys. Anyways, I do think that might be my biggest culprit because this isn't the first time I've been noticing it. I've been noticing it for the last couple styles that I've done. Some of them for the camera, some of them not so much. So I'm not trying to remember if they were on camera or not. I'm not entirely sure, but I do think a protein treatment would definitely help my hair and help my results that I would have had today had I done it beforehand. But anyways, all that to say, I do think this is a pretty amazing product. I'm pretty impressed with this as a single styler. I don't have much volume today. I will say that any volume that I had yesterday, I feel like has kind of left me, and you know, I'm not entirely surprised. With my hair being longer, it does get heavier, it does get more weighed down. This just doesn't have the structure to it to maintain that volume, but that's okay. I can add a little hairspray, get a little more volume of it, and as a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do after I turn this camera off. So let me know what you thought of these results in the comments down below. Have you tried any of the Color Wow products? I had picked up a foam of sorts. I'm trying to remember what exactly it's like. I had picked it up for when I did a blowout because I'd seen another influencer use it for a blowout. I thought, oh, that'd be great. And I forgot to use it when I actually did my blowout. So I was very disappointed with myself. So hopefully I'll get to try that. I think I'm going to try to blow out my hair one more time before the summer heat and humidity really kicks in. But let me know what you thought of these results. You know what? Let me show you the back of the hair too really quick before we go. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and until I see you again in the next one, have a great day. Bye.
In June.